Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here for the live broadcast of the daily tarot predictions. These predictions are going to be for January the 12th. Before I jump into predictions, though, I do have a special announcement to make. I am offering a sale for 1 week only. So from today through next Saturday, I'm going to be offering half price Reiki sessions for people who want, with the intention of improving the peacefulness and quality of home life and or family life and family relationships. Excuse me. Kind of thought maybe I had lipstick there, but I don't. So anyway, half price Reiki sessions for people who want to improve their family relationships and or their home life. A normal Reiki session with me is $93, so this works out to $46.50 per session. And so I'm just doing this because we're going through the eclipse period, and this has been making things kind of crazy for everybody. And I was just think, what would be the priority, most important thing that people might want to have a little bit of help getting back on track with? And so I thought this would be a good thing to do. So for 1 week, half price Reiki, if you want the Reiki sessions to improve family life or family relationships or home life. Okay, so that is what we've got going on for sale. Hello there, Angela Luke. Glad to see you here, honey. How are you today? Sarah, hello, hello. Thank you on the new hair. I appreciate that. I kind of like it too. I'm glad I do. It is semi-permanent, so it's washing out gradually. This is a lot lighter than it was, but I still like it. I think it makes me look witchy. Jody Briggs, happy 2020. Glad to see you here, honey bunny. All right, guys, let me go ahead and get started with predictions for the 12th of January. Thank goodness we've made it through the first 10 days of January. Certain astrologers I listened to were saying the first 10 days were the worst, although the rest of this month is not supposed to be super easy for most of us either. Still, we've all made it through the worst. Yay. I know I'm breathing a sigh of relief. So let's look at Aries now for January the 12th. Aries, Aries, Aries. Aries, what do you have going on? These are some crazy cards. Okay. First, you have the Five of Swords, followed by the Page of Cups, followed by the King of Cups in reverse. What on earth is happening here? Aries. Okay, is this somebody else they're dealing with, or is this talking about them? Okay. All right. Well, you guys have some cray stuff. Okay. First of all, Five of Swords. This is fight, argument, debate. This is not just a little sideways, passive aggressive type of interaction. This is all out going at it. Maybe not physically, but definitely verbally. Followed by the Page of Cups. So this is like having an all-out blowout with somebody and then saying, I love you, and then making up. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. I think that you guys are going to end up having a fight with somebody, kiss and make up, and then after you kiss and make up, something's going to come up and you're going to be like way more angry than you were during the time that you were having the fight. So you're going to fight, you're going to kiss and make up, and then you're going to be, and this is the same person. Okay. This fight is with somebody that you care about greatly, possibly even romantically, but fighting, kissing and making up, and then something else comes up and now you're way more angry than you were to start with. Okay. So, yeah, sorry, Aries. That just, wow. Your energy's kind of blowing me away right there, and that's the first sign I'm reading. Okay, let's see if Taurus gets something a little better. Taurus for the 12th of January. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Taurus, Taurus. Okay, 12th of January, Taurus. What you guys have showing up is the Knight of Swords, followed by the Sun, followed by the Five of Wands in reverse. These are nice cards, Taurus. All right. Knight of Swords in reverse. This is somebody is bringing you some kind of message of truth. This is something that is going to bring some clarity to a situation that you were hoping to get some clarity on. I feel like for some of you, this could be some truth that is coming in from, I don't know that I necessarily want to say a professional, but somebody who is definitely a trusted and reliable source. Okay. So you're getting some kind of clarity. This clarity that is coming in is actually making you very happy. So whatever is this new truth that you're getting, even though with the Knight of Swords, they're not necessarily the most skilled in delivering truth in a graceful type of way, still you are getting this truth. This truth is making you very happy because there was something that you felt like you were sort of competing with this Five of Wands in reverse, and you're not feeling like you have to compete with this. For some of you, Taurus, you may be getting some kind of medical news that's coming in that's making you happy, saying, I looked at that biopsy and really there's no problem. So you're not having to go into all-out war, aka competition, with some kind of medical invader in your body. Now it doesn't have to be something about medical, but whatever this is, this is something where you may have been preparing for some kind of competition or, some type of activity or action in case you needed to. And whenever you get this new clarity, this new information, not only does it make you happy, but it also means that whatever you were preparing to do, you're not going to have to do. It just won't be necessary anymore. Okay, so that's for Taurus. And then next up we have Gemini. This is Gemini for January the 12th. By the way, if you find these videos helpful, then I thank you for putting a thumbs up on them. Also for sharing them so that they can be helpful to other people as well. And then don't forget about my sale, which I announced at the front of the video. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Look at you. Look at you. Okay. Gemini, you got the Three of Swords showing up in reverse, followed by the Magician, followed by the Eight of Cups. I'm actually getting a couple storylines here. I like one better than the other, let me tell you. First storyline that I get talks about that you guys are doing some healing for your own emotions, for your own heart. And as you're doing that healing, you're starting to manifest some of those things that you have been wanting in your life, but maybe where you were in this, where you weren't healed, you were kind of in this funky mind space that really wasn't manifesting the things that you want. Now that you're healing up, you're starting to be in a little bit more positive mind space. You're starting to find your happiness a little bit more. You're manifesting more of those things. You've got more energy to manifest more of those things that you want in your life. And I really think you are, with this Eight of Cups showing up here, I think you're moving away from the negative energy that was holding you down, where you weren't able to really heal from this heartache for a little while. So now that you're healing from the heartache, you're turning loose of, you're moving away from the negative energy that you had before. You're turning away from any grudges, any pain, any kind of negative energy that you had before that now you've healed from. And as you're moving away from that, you're moving into something that's much more positive. Now's when you start to manifest those really good things in your life. And this seems to be a theme for several signs lately. We're not all on the same timeline, but I've seen a few different predictions very similar to that for several signs so far. Let's see, let's move on next to, hey Shakoya, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for the thumbs ups and for sharing this video. I do appreciate it. Also, don't forget to check out the sales announcement at the front of the video. Cancers, January the 12th. Cancers, cancers. Cancers, cancers. La da da da. Ooh, baby, baby. Okay, so Cancer, you start off with the Empress. Next up, you have the Knight of Pentacles. And you have the World in reverse. Okay, so with the Empress, this really is water sign energy, Cancer type of energy. This is the manifester, and this is the receptive manifester. The manifester that just lets the universe know, look, this would be great in my life if I could have this. And then sits back and lets the universe work that out. All right. So bringing in those things that are lovely, beautiful, empowering to herself. Okay. Now, Cancers, next you have the Knight of Pentacles. So you are making sure that your budget does what you want it to do, that your money goes as far as you want it to go. All right. And you have the World card showing up in reverse. So with the World card showing up in reverse, this is telling me that you're starting to realize that your budget is not exactly doing what you want it to do. Although you might have thought that you had it set up ideally, you are getting ready to make some changes with that budget so that you can have it manifest exactly what you want it to manifest instead of something that is pretty close. Okay? So that's Cancers for the 12th. Next up, we do have Leo, Leo, Leo. This is Leo for January 12th. Well, I'm glad you're here, Miss Angela. Hello, there's Nellie. Nellie, Nellie, Nellie. How you doing, my dear? Alrighty, let's see here. Who did I say this is? This is Leo for January the 12th. Don't forget to check out my sale announcement at the front of this video, guys. And let's see what comes up for Leo. Leo, Leo. We are past the eclipse. Such a relief. We're still in eclipse energy for a while, but I just feel a lot of relief being done with yesterday. I don't know about y'all, but I did have my emotional moments, that's for sure. Leo, Leo, Leo. What you have here is the Two of Wands showing up in reverse. Eight of Pentacles, also in reverse. And Seven of Cups, right side up. Okay. All right, so Leos, you have some kind of decision to make on the 12th. Whatever way you decide, there is no bad choice here. Whatever you decide is going to be a good choice. I don't know what all your options are, but I think after much deliberation and a little confusion, you're going to decide that you really don't feel like working. And you're going to do some daydreaming and going out and having some fun instead. Okay? That's for Leo. That's actually pretty cut and dry. I like that. Busy is always a good thing, isn't it? Keeps us out of trouble. All right, next up we have Virgos. This is Virgo for January 12th. See what kind of energy is coming in for you guys. Virgos, don't forget to check out my sale at the front of this video before you go anywhere. You just had a bunch. We had one flip out. We had a bunch fall out. Yeah, so you guys are going to have some extra cards today, Virgo. So I'm just going to take all of these. So you end up with 5 cards. Your flipper was the High Priestess in reverse. After that, you have the Six of Swords in reverse. 9 of Cups in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse. And the King of Swords in reverse. I feel like we've got energy for 2 people actually showing up here. Energy for 2 people showing up here. Okay, so this is you and somebody that you're interacting with. Not sure that this would necessarily have to do with love. In fact, I don't have a lot that makes me think that it would. Okay. So Virgos, for your energy, what I'm seeing is the High Priestess in reverse. This is just a lot of confusion when she's in reverse. Can't tell what's up from down. We have the Six of Swords in reverse, which is talking about that there was something that was holding you back or dragging you down that you had made moves away from, and now you're moving back towards that thing that was holding you back or dragging you down. This could have to do with that confusion that you're having. And I think you're moving back towards something that was holding you back or dragging you down, because you do have the Nine of Cups showing up in reverse, which just means that you're not really feeling very emotionally fulfilled and moving back, even in your confusion. It's almost to me like this would say to me, before you move back to that thing that was making you feel dragged down, clarify some of this confusion first. If that means you have to sit with this decision for a little while, don't rush yourself, don't push yourself, don't let somebody else push you to make a decision. So go back to something that wasn't really working before. Okay? Now, the person that you're interacting with and the person that may actually be sort of pushing you to hurry up with this decision is going to be this King of Swords in reverse. And this King of Swords in reverse also has the Hanged Man in reverse. Swords act quickly anyway, but with the Hangman in reverse, he may have stopped to think some things over. But with him being in reverse, maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but he's acting quickly. He's the one that is trying to push things forward where they should be, there should be some time taken. So he's trying to push things forward. My King of Swords in reverse, though, normally he's a very truthful, upstanding guy with a lot of integrity if he's right side up. When he's in reverse, he can be lying, deceptive, manipulative. He wants what he wants, and he wants it at any cost. Okay? So be very careful when you're interacting with this person on the 12th. Try not to let them push you into anything that you don't feel really good about, because that's what it looks like is going on, that they're pushing you into something you don't feel good about. So, just be aware of that energy so that, you have free will. You can put the brakes on if you want, Virgo. That's going to be up to you. All right? So that's your message. Virgos. All righty. So while I am shuffling for Libra, who's up next, I'm Libra. This is for January 12th. I want to thank everybody for all the thumbs ups and for sharing this video out to other people so that I can help as many people as possible, especially if you find this video helpful for yourself, which I don't think you'd be tuning in and hanging around and waiting through a bunch of other signs if you didn't find this video helpful for yourself. So I do appreciate that, guys. Okay, so Libras, also don't forget to look at the sale announcement at the beginning of this video if you didn't already hear it, see it. Libra, Four of Cups, followed by the Chariot, followed by the Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, so Libra, those of you who have been watching me a while know that my Four of Cups is my typical pity party energy. This just tells me that it's really tempting for you on the 12th to just sit in a pity party, not accomplish much, not do anything with your mindset, just stay in that negative place, feeding into that negativity in your vibration, feeding into more negativity in your life. You do have free will. If you see this energy coming, you totally have the right and the ability to turn that around, okay? Now, this negativity, I feel like this next negativity may have to do with moving or with travel, okay? With that Chariot card, this whole pity party can be about where you live, where you would like to be and where you can't get to, that type of thing. Especially with that Ten of Wands reverse, it just looks to me like you're kind of letting go of any of the responsibility that you need to be carrying when it comes to your own movement forward, whether that's spiritual movement forward or whether that's a tangible living space or an office space. It looks like you just want to drop responsibility for that and you want to just throw the pity party and sort of get into victim mode. I'm not used to seeing you guys like that, Libra. You guys are solid thinkers. You guys are really able to think your way out of any kind of situation. So the fact that I'm seeing you here in pity party mode to the point that you just don't even want to be accountable really tells me there's something wrong. There's something wrong. And you guys really want to start focusing on what is it that I can fix about me. You want to really start focusing on how can I find ways to make myself feel happy. What can I do to make myself feel happy? What can I appreciate? What is there around me that I can appreciate so that you can start to bring in and manifest some of these things that you want so you don't feel the urge to go into pity party mode so that it comes more easily to be happy. Okay. All right. So that is for Libras. La, da, 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 da. And I just marked off Scorpio. Oops. Scorpio's turn next. Scorpio for January the 12th. Alrighty, Scorpios. Excuse me, a little frog in my throat. By the way, if you haven't already seen it, scroll back to the beginning of this video and check out the sales announcement there. I'm sure that that will be helpful to quite a few people. La da 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 da. Scorpio. All right, so what we have first is the Strength card. We have the Five of Cups card in reverse. And we have the Hermit card. Scorpios, we're kind of familiar with Hermit energy. That doesn't trip us out. We actually have 3 really good cards coming up here for us, Scorpio. First, with that Strength card, this to me talks about being very comfortable in our own skin, having good self-esteem, self-worth, really understanding who we are, understanding our own power, who we are in relationship to the divine, who we are in relationship to the rest of the universe. It's a really good card. We've also got the Five of Cups following that. So not only are we comfortable in not only are we comfortable in our own skin, we are comfortable enough in our own skin that we're able to forgive and let go of old negative energies that we've been holding on to or that have been around us. Sometimes to let go of those old negative energies, we have to quit being angry with us. We have to let go of those old negative energies that we've been holding against ourselves. And I think that's what that Strength card is all about. It's really showing us, okay, letting go of the anger, letting go of the hurt, letting go of where we think that we really messed up, letting go of hanging that over our own heads and making our own life miserable thinking about it. Okay? Forgiving. I think when we get to this Five of Cups reversed, now we're forgiving somebody else. We're letting other people off the hook, so to speak. And then with this Hermit card coming up in the end, now we're taking some time to reevaluate things, to see what feels different now, because things definitely feel different. When we go through like a process like this, it really shifts the energy for us. And so it's not unexpected to see that Hermit card come up, because now we're exploring that new energy. We're figuring out, okay, well, what works for me now? What makes me happy now? What makes me sad now? What makes me tick now? What makes me laugh now? That didn't make me laugh before. And we're recalibrating where we want to go. Where's our next destination? What's our next mission? What's the next thing we want to accomplish? What are we letting go of and what are we making room for? Okay. Very good cards coming up for us. I'm happy to see those. Those are some growth cards. We needed some growth. Whoops. We needed some growth. Yeah, we definitely needed some growth. All these cards that just flipped out. Wow. Do I want to go through all of these? This is what we needed growth from. We're just going to go through this really quickly. I just had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards flip right out while I was getting ready to pick up and go for the next sign. But this is what we needed growth from. There was a contract or an agreement that we had that was probably actually making us feel a little bit less than happy, because somebody else decided, you know what, we're not honoring that contract or agreement anymore. And this somebody else is probably a male energy, a more dominant energy. And they decided to wander off and go do something else. And the energy that we had to let go of was being obsessive about, wait, what happened? Come back. What? We had to get over that energy. And then we had to actually come out of the box of our mind, because our minds were definitely had us in a box. And then we had to sort of let down our guard so that life could come back in. Okay? So that's what we needed to grow and expand from. And we have. And we have recovered, growth, expansion. Hello, hello, Cheryl. Glad to see you here, honey. All right, so I hope that helps Scorpios. That was kind of a longer message. Sagittarius, though, you guys are up next for January the 12th. If you haven't seen it already, check out the sales announcement that is at the front of this video. I think that'll be actually very helpful to quite a few people. Let's see what cards we have. Excuse me. Okay, Sagittarius, Three of Cups showing up in reverse. Lovers. The Queen of Swords, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you catch somebody red-handed doing something that they shouldn't be. All right. We've got the Three of Cups coming up in reverse. This can be betrayal or backstabbing type of energy, which is kind of what it feels like to me when I'm looking at the rest of these cards. So betrayal or backstabbing, this has to do with somebody that you consider a partner. Does not have to be a romantic partner. This could be a business partner or a good friend. But if this is a romantic partner, like you may be catching somebody red-handed. You could be catching your husband or your wife in bed with somebody that you considered a friend. Actually, is how this would show up here if this was about a romantic partner. If it's not about a romantic partner, this could be somebody that you thought was an ally or a colleague that seals away a client of yours. There is something coming up here about a friend who is backstabbing and basically stealing some kind of partnership that you have with somebody else already. And you see this coming. You see this. You see it in the making. You catch these people red-handed, actually. And with this Queen of Swords, she sees baloney a mile away. Baloney really does not take her by surprise. Our Queen of Swords person is somebody, Sagittarius, who has been through some stuff. She's street smart because she has lived through a whole bunch of stuff and she knows what's up when she sees the beginnings of it. All right. So Sagittarius, that is who I'm doing, right? Yes. I think you catch somebody red-handed doing some kind of backstabbing or some kind of betrayal, and I don't think you have any qualms about cutting those people out who betrayed you. Okay? That's what I see for you on the 12th. That's pretty intense. And I'm also hearing that most of you know exactly who I'm talking about already, even though it's only the 11th. Capricorn, you guys are up next. Thank you for the thumbs ups and thank you for sharing this video. I do appreciate it. The more people I get to help, the happier I am. Alrighty, Capricorn, January the 12th. Don't forget to check out my sale at the front of the video if you didn't already see that, Capricorns. La da 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 da. Oh, Capricorns. All right. Knight of Wands showing up in reverse. And the Devil in the middle. And the Knight of Cups. What do we have going on here? Two knights showing up with the Devil. And this is Capricorn. Capricorn, that Devil could actually just be you. Do you have a choice to make? This is interesting. Capricorn. I think that there's somebody that you're interested in having their attention, whether this is romantically or as a client or a vendor or whatever. There's somebody who used attention that you would like to have, and you are bending over backwards to get their attention. This person, however, is somebody who is always about the greatest, newest conquest, chase the shiniest thing. Gets tired of something once it's established and then moves on to something that is not. And so this person or company or whatever that you are trying to lure in with everything that you have, bending over backwards to lure them towards you, there's somebody who's very flighty. They might be brought in by your lure, but unless you keep luring them, they're going to go somewhere. I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit too old, but the idea of keeping on luring somebody seems just tiring to me. Maybe that's for 26-year-olds or 22-year-olds. I'm kind of the opinion of if I've lured you in and you like what you see, you like what my performance or whatever, then you should be sticking around and be loyal. This person is not going to stick around and be loyal, even if you do get them lured in. Now, what's interesting though, Capricorn, is right behind the devil, which the devil is facing away from, which the devil represents Capricorn. Right behind you is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is somebody who wants to pamper you, wants to do romantic, sentimental things with you, wants to impress you with how they treat you, wants you to pay attention to them, wants you to see them and accept them and love them back. But you're not paying any attention to this person on the 12th. This person is way off over here to the side because you're so busy trying to lure in this other flighty person. It's really interesting how these cards came up, the relationship between them. And you can see, when you look at this, that Knight of Wands that's in reverse, that's who the Capricorn representation, that's who he's trying to lure in. And if you look, his tail there almost is like an extra hand, like holding up to that Knight of Cups saying, stop. Stop. You're not welcome around here. Don't come any closer. So you've got Mr. Flighty or Ms. Flighty that is just going to be all over the place and make you go crazy and be really super high maintenance to keep them interested in you. Or you've got this person who's more stable, more loyal, more reliable, who has feelings for you that you're just ignoring. You're not giving them the time of day. In fact, you're putting your guard up, saying, don't even come near me. Okay? You might want to consider that and see if that's really what you want to do, Capricorn, before it comes around. You do have free will. Just because I see it doesn't mean it has to be that way. You can actually change these outcomes. Jody Briggs, hello, hello. Glad to see you here, my dear. All right, so that was Capricorn. On to Aquarius. This is Aquarius for January the 12th. If you didn't already see the sales announcement, please scroll back to the beginning and take a peek at that. I think it's going to be helpful for a lot of you. And then let's see what else. I'm very happy that we're out of the eclipse. That the eclipse is over. We're still in eclipse season. We'll still be feeling that energy, but I'm feeling a great relief today now that that's over. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I'm feeling really good though. Alrighty. Aquarius, I think we're just about to be done shuffling for you. You have a lot on your mind for me to shuffle this long for you. Like a whole lot. Let's see what comes up for your read though. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, you guys got the Ace of Wands. You got the Queen of Wands in reverse. And you got the Hierophant in reverse. Okay? So Aquarius, I think somebody is making you an offer. They want to come into some kind of contract commitment with you. This could be a credit card company. This could be somebody at the rent-a-sofa store. I don't know. This could be somebody who wants to have a lifelong commitment with you. Somebody is offering you some kind of commitment, contract, something like that. Okay? Now, that's them. Here's you. Queen of Wands in reverse. You're just not sure that that's really what you want. You're not sure how to proceed from here. All right, you're just not feeling it. You're not ready to sign any kind of contract or commitment. And then we have the Hierophant behind that. I don't think it's going to take you long to realize that you want nothing to do with this contract or commitment. You want to do something, some kind of arrangement that is a little bit less traditional, less formal is what I'm hearing. And so I think you're going to tell somebody to take this contract or this agreement and put it somewhere where the sun doesn't shine, basically. And I think that you are going to be turning this down. You're going to feel like it's too restricting, it's too limiting. It doesn't even give you exactly what you want. And it doesn't give you the space to wiggle around and find something that does give you what you want. So I think you're going to be turning down This offer of a contract or an agreement, Aquarius. All right, let's look at Pisces next. Tammy Bambi. Hey, I'm fantastic. How are you? Ascend. Hello, hello, hello. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here. Okay, so this is Pisces for January 12th. By the way, Pisces, if you haven't seen it already, scroll back to the beginning of the video and see my sale offer. I think it is going to be helpful to a whole lot of people. That's why I actually chose it. I guess we'll see what the response says. So Pisces, let's see what your cards are for the 12th. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. All right, you have the Six of Wands showing up in reverse. You have the Ten of Wands. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. All righty. So, Six of Wands in reverse is just telling me that there's something that you have been working on, or at least you will have by the 12th, that not only benefits yourself, but also other people as well. I don't think that this thing is actually completed by the time the 12th is completed, but I do think that you've put a lot of thought, effort into it at a minimum, if not actual elbow grease type of effort as well by the end of the 12th. I don't think it's gone as fast as you wanted it to. I think that other people that were supposed to be with you on this project have had to sort of disappear. I see you picking up the slack with this Ten of Wands. I see you guys picking up the slack with whatever this is that's a little bit behind schedule, maybe a lot behind schedule. And I see you basically carrying this whole thing all on your own as an individual with this Nine of Pentacles. You end up being the one that actually becomes responsible. I don't think you were the responsible one in the beginning, but I think you end up becoming responsible for getting this project accomplished and completed. Don't think it's going to be completed on the 12th, but by the time the 12th rolls over, you're going to be the point person on that. Okay? So that's everybody. That's true. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Nellies. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate y'all showing up and hanging out. I appreciate all the thumbs ups that are coming from those of you who are benefited by this video. I also appreciate y'all sharing because this gets the word out about my channel to other people, which means I can be more helpful to more people. That always makes me happy. And so everybody, if you would like to have, don't forget to check out the sales announcement at the beginning of this video if you haven't seen it already. And if you would like to have readings with me, and I do offer readings either by phone or by Skype, you can find out how to do that at the website listed in the description box below. Everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.